Hello everybody, Looney Farm Guy here with another new mod for Tuesday, March the 15th. This is the John Deere 1113 by Erik, Isac, Andrio, Ivankio, and Agro mods. 25.71 megabytes is what it will use up of your memory. And it comes with, well, two things of this mod or this pack. You get the seeder, which is the 1113, and this tandem piece of bracket that we will show you how to use. Excuse me. And let's have a look at them first in the store. They'll be under planters, or the planter will be under there. It's a planter, not a seeder. And here it is, the 1113 John Deere, $68,000 to purchase. It recommends 170 horsepower. I definitely recommend 170 horsepower. 7.5 meters at 9 miles per hour. It will fertilize and seed together 2,700 liters capacity. Options. We have a few options. Standard or solid fertilizer tank. Now, I don't think that adds any capacity because it's still at 2,700 liters. So, excuse me. I think it's just a, yeah. So there's that. And then you have the extension options. So notice you have ridge markers with this one, and then you have the right and left. Right extension, left extension. So that's going to swap over. It's going to change the side of those little ladder so that you can hook them tandem. So if you do hook them tandem, you want one right and one left so that they have the opposite sides. So when you put them on, the ladder doesn't interfere with the other one that you hook on beside it. And that's it for options. And the bracket or the tandem, the tandem piece, tandem 1113 for 10 grand is here under miscellaneous. 1.4 tons, and it is what it is. That's what it is. That's what you get. You need this if you want to run them together, which would give you 15 meters of total width. All right, so let's get in a tractor and hook this one up first. So when you have the tandem unit hooked up, you don't get the ridge markers. So we'll just take a quick look at the options here. We got the lower, the turn on, is your choice of crop. It's your standard planter crop, and then the ridge markers, just L1, and you press up on your D-pad. The opening the cover is a little bit interesting. It'll open the seed first, and then it'll go through each one and open each one individually. And then once that's done, you want to open up the fertilizer. It closes all of them individually. Even has little sound effects. And then it opens up. To fill up, you just need to back up to some seeds, and it'll immediately start filling up, even though they're not all open. And that's fine. It'll start closing again once you drive away, and as you get close to the fertilizer, it'll fill up like so. You can also fill it up from the 8.2 Studio Buy Anything silo or any of the other ones. It's just a little tricky getting it positioned properly. Now, a word of caution, somewhat a word of caution, when you're trying to hook up this tandem to the two other to tandem together, it's on casters, so it's not going to be a trailer. See, as you can see, I'm trying to back up here. It's going all over the place. So if you get real lucky and you kind of have to try to maneuver it around so that, oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. And once they're hooked together, once you hook them together, they kind of like they lock in. They won't squirrel get all squirrely or anything. You see that when you turn, they don't move around. They'll stay straight. They might move up and down with the terrain, but not like there was like one like this in 19 where they all kind of went sideways and stuff. You can back them up. You can back them up like this and that, and they're not gonna separate on you moving around. So to pull these, I tried it with this one at 240, I think, horsepower. This was running at, and it can only get it up to about 6 miles per hour. So you're gonna need something in the 320 plus 350. I would probably recommend to pull this. Now, the workers, no problem. This one is, I have this tractor spec to 170 horsepower, which this is rated at, and no problem getting it up to 9 miles per hour. Bing, bing, boom, right there. We'll get to that in a moment. Here's the big one, a big case, 600 horsepower case, so no problem getting this tandem to work at 9 miles per hour. However, it does do a little funky thing at the ends. It kind of does a little bit of wonk and misses a bit on the ends. That's the worker will. When it pulls ahead and turns around and does its little back and forth thing to line up for the next row, just so you know. And it was doing that with the other tractor too. You cannot fast farm with any of the attachments. Well, with the normal attachments, we can try. So I'm just going to show you as what he does when he turns around, how he's missing those pieces. So he does kind of an odd turnaround. It's like, it's almost as if they're not quite sure what's behind them, because there's kind of two together, and I'm not sure why. So he pulls quite a far ahead, as if it's like he needs a long way to figure out, and then he does. Then he turns. As you see that, he turns sideways and backwards, and backs up, and then does that. So the next time he comes past, it's that little piece is going to be missed, and they leave pieces like that. So we're going to pull this back close over to here to the store, and we're going to try a couple of other things on here, because I do want to try this out with a different attachment. I got the drawbar on there, but it doesn't work with the drawbar with this setup. However, the drawbar on a single planter, as you can see, zippity-doo-dah, no problemo there, 25 miles per hour very easily. So with that in mind, you're going to get done a lot faster with one going 25 than with two doing 9. Just saying. All right. Okay, so, but I do want to try a couple of other, at least one other. Let's drop that, so that will disconnect. once you got those together, you don't really want to disconnect them apart from each other because it's can be a real chore to get them reattached. Now, we're going to try one more weight. We're going to try the self-made weight. Just to see if that one works because, well, I want to try it. And if it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, then you know. Because I think what's happening is that tandem piece between the two is somehow, well, we'll see right away with this. Okay, so now this is attached. Now we have to raise, it's okay, it is raised already. And now we gotta lower that one. And turn it on. No. So the tandem piece in between is, yeah. Okay, well, just so you know, that is what's happening, and that's how they work. Yeah, and I think we've covered everything. I do hope we haven't missed anything. Aside from the little missing the bit at the ends, the fast farming with the single item, increased horsepower for if you're running two of them, and don't unhook this after you've hooked them up because it's on these caster wheels. It's very difficult to back up when the seeders are not attached. I think that's about it. That is the John Deere 1113 by Erik, Isac, and Ivankio, Agro mods, 25.71 megabytes to download. I'm a Looney Farm guy, and remember, it's just a game. So till next time, bye for now.